Welcome to the neighborhood group study, Extraordinary Couples. Have you ever wanted to know the secret to a healthy and thriving relationship? Well, during this study, Mike and Jennifer Foster are going to give you some fun, practical ideas for building a healthy and strong relationship. I love their motto because it's so simple. Don't focus on your problems, but focus on your togetherness. Man, that's powerful. Now, over the next 3 weeks, you're going to experience a sample of their 7-week study. At the conclusion of those 3 weeks, if your group would like to do the complete study, the curriculum will be available in your group coach's toolbox. Along with this video and discussion guides, Mike and Jennifer have created a great book called Playbook. And in there are some additional strategies for how to build a healthy and sustainable relationship that lasts. This book will be available for purchase at your campus bookstore. So let's start this study by hearing from Mike and Jennifer about how to become an extraordinary couple.
Hi, my name's Mike.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we're really glad that you're here.
We are.
And whether you're watching in bed right now or snuggling on the couch like we are, or maybe you're at Starbucks watching these, Jen and I love that we get to do this course with you. Think of these videos like relationship protein bars, quick little snacks filled with important nutrients for your relationship. And these sessions will make you guys stronger.
Yes.
So, all right, they might be wondering, like, who are these two people? Who are we? Well, I'm Mike, and I'm an author and a counselor, and I speak at business and church events all around the country about personal development. My work's been featured in the New York Times. I've been on Good Morning America and The Daily Show and Fox and blah, 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 blah.
So talented.
You know, whatever.
You are. So I'm Jennifer. I'm a registered nurse for the last 23 years, and we have 2 teenage kids.
Yes, we do.
We also wrote a best-selling book called 5 Dates to help dating, engaged, and married couples. You can learn more about our workbooks at 5dates.co.
And this course is a mashup of what we think is the most amazing relationship research. We talk to all the experts, and these tools are based on scientific evidence. Our recommendations will flow from proven evidence plus things that we believe from our faith and our own experience of being a couple for over 27 years now. That's a long time. So we're going to move fast. We'll respect your time. It'll be direct, focused. We got some props to help explain stuff.
Need those props.
Yeah, we need the props, and we'll keep this fun, we promise.
So Mike's going to do a lot of the teaching, and I'll share a few tidbits too. But let's start with an embarrassing story about us.
Yes, it was our biggest fight ever as a couple, and it happened at a marriage retreat.
Marriage retreat.
Yeah, so we went to this romance weekend at a camp, and our marriage was kind of sucky at the time, and we thought, well, maybe this could help. So we got there, and I instantly hated it. The speakers were super peppy, but not practical. Everybody seemed so perfect. All the other couples were like amazing. It was all idealistic ideas and concepts, and I felt like a loser. And after the first night, I told Jen, I want to go home right now.
You did. And now I'm upset. We paid to be here, to work on our marriage. And then I yelled at Mike, you don't care about me. You don't care about our marriage.
And I said, I do, just not enough to stay at this stupid marriage retreat. Well, then it got hot. She started crying. We started yelling at each other. We're making a big old scene at a freaking marriage conference, right? And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm positive we're getting a divorce after this. You see, here's the deal. We went to work on our problems, and our problems only got worse. And this happens all the time. Couples unknowingly sabotage themselves. Why? Because you work on the wrong thing.
Which brings us to our first principle. Don't work on your problems, work on your togetherness. Or another way to put this is, don't fixate on what's broken, find what you can build on. This may sound surprising, but here's why.
Yeah, research by Dr. John Gottman shows that 69% of relational conflict is unsolvable.
Wow.
69%. That means the majority of your problems that you have right now in your relationship won't get solved. Research shows happy, long-term couples will just have ongoing problems. So Jen and I, we got problems.
We do.
Yes, plenty of them. Listen, I go to therapy. I'm in a CODA 12-step program. Jen is passive aggressive.
What?
Yes, you are. I'm a people pleaser. We still argue about dishes in the sink and leaving the toilet seat up and silly stuff like that all the time. Even our issues, Jen, have issues.
We do.
So we definitely have 69% of unsolvable conflict. And yet we're thriving and we're growing.
So here's the key. Extraordinary couples put their energy into 100% that is working and not the 69% that won't ever get fixed.
Yeah.
Extraordinary couples don't focus on what feels wrong. They focus on what makes them strong.
Yeah. By the way, let me give you a tip. If you want your partner to talk to you, don't ever ask them what's wrong, right?
Yeah.
That instantly assumes a negative. Nobody wants to talk about problems. Instead, ask them what's right, what's working. In the same way, we want you to focus on what's working, not what's broken. Start with strength and make it stronger. Find the good and let's make it great.
Yes.
Build togetherness. And remember, if it can work for us, the marriage retreat dropouts, it can work for you.
Let's talk about fighting and arguing and how to do it really well.
Yes.
Every couple, even extraordinary couples, are going to have conflicts. So we want to share a few keys to fighting right.
Yeah, you know that game Hot Potato?
Yes.
Maybe you played it as a kid. You gather in a circle and you toss a beanbag or even a real potato to each other while the music plays. Well, you throw it to one person and then that person quickly throws it to another person because they don't want the potato. Why? Because if you're stuck holding the potato when the music stops, well, you lose. You get eliminated.
Yes. And we do this with our problems. We toss them back and forth. We transfer them instead of teaming up on them.
Yeah, for instance, let's say I'm upset that Jennifer has been out with her friends a lot this week. I'm feeling neglected. I'm feeling overlooked. And this gorilla here, this gorilla is going to represent my problem of feeling neglected, okay? And what do? I hand Jennifer my problem. I hand her the gorilla. I tell her she's responsible for my feelings. She's got to fix it. And now I feel better because now she's holding the gorilla.
And then I say, you're being overly sensitive. You're too needy. I wasn't gone that much this week. And this is your problem, Mike. And so I hand the gorilla back to him.
Yeah, and I go, no, this isn't about me. It's about you being gone so much. And I flip the problem back to her, and it gets really personal, right? And we keep passing the gorilla back and forth, like this whole argument, and throwing it. And eventually, we're like mad at each other, and this is the wrong way to handle your problems. So let's just ask a basic question here. Have we made any progress on the problem as we passed it back and forth?
No.
No, we haven't. And if you play hot potato with the problem, you only create more problems and hotter problems. So do this instead. Don't transfer problems, team up on them.
So what does teaming up on a problem look like? Teaming up means it's not you versus me, it's us versus it. We attack the problem, not each other.
So part of being a team means you wear the same uniform. We become Team Foster. Our fights are never personal. It's not a Jennifer problem or a Mike problem. It's a team problem. You avoid blame. It's not his fault or her fault. So where does the gorilla go when you're a team? We put the gorilla right here. And when we do this, guess what happens? First, you'll notice we're on the same side. We're not on opposite sides like we were when we were passing the gorilla back and forth. We're positioned to fight the issue, not each other. Now, think about your last fight. Were you on the same side attacking the problem, or were you just attacking each other? Were you transferring, or were you teaming up? Maybe an easy question to ask each other when a fight escalates is this: hey, honey, can we check to see if we had the same uniform on right now? Are we wearing the same colors, the same logo? Or ask, is one of us stuck holding the gorilla right now, right? Or try it. And if you're not sitting on the same side, then readjust.
Fighting the issue and not each other means you unperson the problem. This is another strategy to fight right.
You'll make a lot more progress if you unperson the problem. So how do you do that? Stop using you statements.
That's good.
If you're using the you word in your arguments, you're not fighting right. You're personalizing it. You always, or you never, or I hate when you. That makes it about your partner, right? Instead, say things like this: right now, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety about our finances. Don't say, you spend too much. Or say, I feel overwhelmed with the chores. Don't say, you never help out. Or say, I really want us to spend more time together. Don't say, you're always late for dinner. When we unperson the problem, we can make real progress. So avoid those you statements and personal attacks, and you'll be on your way to being a pro with conflict.
So to recap, 1, don't play hot potato with your problems. Don't pass them back and forth. 2, put the gorilla out here.
Right here.
And work together as a team.
And finally, unperson the problem. Don't use you statements. Listen, you guys got this. Take a few minutes and talk about how you can be a team during conflict and not play hot potato with the gorilla. Fighting right. It takes a little practice and some awareness, but fighting the problem is a lot more fun than fighting each other.